Get through the right morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
We say a very good morning to probably our favourite comedian.
I think that's very, very fair.
That'll get back to the others. Urzila, Carlson, good morning.
Good morning. If it doesn't get back to them, I will tell them all through our WhatsApp group.
Are you genuinely in a WhatsApp group with other comedians?
Yeah. Like there's the golf one, we have all these different groups. So the comics who play golf, the ones from haven't been paying attention. And there's also now more and more people who start playing golf because, we're all now going full. No one smokes anymore. Hardly anyone drinks anymore. So now we've got to take over. I think it's just because we're aging out.
Yeah. Do you play golf?
I do.
Okay.
I'm old.
Do you have a handicap?
Yeah, golf.
Yeah, right. Well, I would love to play a round of golf with you, Ursula, because I don't know how seriously you take it, but I'm always the first one to be like, why do we need scorecards?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
It just
Oh, no,
complicates
I
things.
start off with that. I go, come on, let's just keep it friendly, guys.
Yeah.
Let's keep it friendly. And then if I have a good round, because I honestly think golf is like the baggage carousel. It's the great equalizer. You can play with someone with a 2 handicap, and then you come in with your 26 handicap, and then you have a better round in there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just, so then if I do have a good round, I go, see, this is why I said let's not keep score because I didn't want to embarrass anyone. But if I have a terrible round, I go, see, let's just keep it friendly, guys. Let's just keep real friendly.
Actually, don't take this the wrong way, but I think you'd be terrible at, golf etiquette in a great way, though, because I just think you'd be loud and funny on the course.
In saying that, because I played St Andrews in Scotland, right?
Oh.
And yeah, for my 40th birthday, I got a round at St Andrews. So I did the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and then my only day off was also the only day it didn't rain. And I went up there, and that's the day that I was booked in to play around. I played, and they don't play through. If you know anything about golf,
Yeah.
if there's only one player, there's 4 in front of you. They're a bit slow. You let the single player play through. But they don't do that at St Andrews. But I had 4 German tourists in front of me. Every hole, they would take out 2 tripods and take photos of every angle on that golf course.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to have to ask. So I go, can you let me play through? And the woman goes, we don't do that. And I go, I know, but, you guys are being ridiculous. Like, you're being rude. There's no etiquette, even their covers, taking out 2 tripods every hole.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, you can't play through. And I just put my tee down on the tee and I just hit it. And she was swearing at me. And I just walked off. And when I went to hit the ball again, because it was middle of the fairway, best game of my life.
Yeah.
And then she teed off and tried to hit me. And the ball dropped near me. And I just looked back at her and I took a ball and I put it in my pocket. And she was screaming at me the whole way. Yeah, you're 100% accurate, Tony, when you say, I'll be terrible at the etiquette. Yeah, I am. I'm enforcing some rules there that need to be made.
First woman to ever get kicked off St Andrews.
Yeah, 100%. And then what I liked as well, Ursula, is that they were sitting there going, she's amazing at golf. And then someone goes, do you know who that was?
Yeah.
That's Minji Lee.
Ursula, speaking of arguments, I was watching something on your Instagram the other day about having an argument with your partner, as in bookmarking the argument. Can you explain that to everyone?
So, when you have an argument with your partner, occasionally, and this is mainly for straight people, because I just don't think the 2 genders together, because we're so different. And especially when it comes to arguing, men we just get it over with, and women, we like to give it our all. We're invested,
Yeah.
And sometimes when an argument starts in the morning, you go, look, I don't have time or energy. We assess it. We go, there's no time or energy or charisma enough to finish this here. I want to bookmark it for later. And then the man goes, oh, this must be done. We've resolved it. And then we're gonna keep that in the library. It's always there. And then one day, the kids are at your mum's, you're both sitting at 10 o'clock on a Saturday, the house is clean, you're going, this is great. And he goes, we've got nothing, what do you want to do today? And she goes, give me 2 ticks. And we go back to that argument library and we pull that argument out. And now it's go time. And the poor guy's like, hang on, what is this? I thought this is why men always think women hold on to stuff. We're not. We didn't hold on to it. We were happy in the meantime. We just bookmarked bookmarked it. And then we found that book again, and now we're back. Now it's back. And it doesn't matter that this, what we're discussing now, happened in 1988. Let's go.
Hey, also, what I can tell you as well, on behalf of men, we think that you guys will probably bookmark the good things as well, like if we do something that would potentially give us some brownie points.
Oh, no.
But you seem to only use bookmarks for specific things.
No.
Yeah, no, because you boys go out and you think a brownie point is you unpacking the dishwasher, and you're like, but I unpacked the dishwasher. Yeah, but we just did that 400 times so far. We're not giving you points for the stuff you're supposed to be doing. This is going in the library right now. Now everyone listening is going to go fight with their husbands tonight because of this, and you did this.
Yeah.
I want you to know you did this.
Yeah.
You just unlocked that cruelty on other men. Go, oh yeah, by the way, it's not a crime. You can unpack the dishwasher once in a while.
I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry.
Us women bookmarking an argument is like hazy. You thinking if your kid stays up late till like 10 o'clock, they'll sleep in the next morning? Hell no. They're still getting up at 6.
Yeah, they're probably getting up a bit earlier because they've disrupted their sleep. And you're like, how is this? Or when you eat more, you won't be hungry for breakfast. No, you're going to have bigger breakfast.
Oh, dear. Urzila, Carlson, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Have you been paying attention tonight on the 10 Network? It is a pleasure, as always. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your most snooze news.
Arguably the biggest story of the morning and will probably be of the week. Joe Biden has stepped down in the US presidential race. Abby, what's the latest?
Yeah, so it's official. He put out a statement this morning on his social media basically saying that he's decided to pass the baton, and he endorsed Kamala Harris, who's his vice president, not Pamela, as Hazy said last week. So she will be running for the Democratic nominee. Or she's still got to get nominated. I think the party still have to get behind her, but yeah, she intends to go for the top job. Obviously, world leaders have been reacting. Trump has come out and said he was never fit to run for president. Obviously, Trump is running against him, so doesn't really have anything nice to say. Albanese has also responded saying, congratulations on a great term. So yeah, watch this space. We'll see who comes out for the top job in the race.
Humble as always, Donald Trump in this situation, wasn't it? Yeah.
I feel like I know how this all rolled out. So they said, Joe, do you want to continue on? Do you want to be the president? And it was like in primary school when you had tick a box, yes and no, right?
Oh, no.
So do you want to be my boyfriend, yes or no?
Yeah.
And Joe ticked no but meant yes, and just got himself confused.
That's classic Joe.
So that was the final straw.
I'm looking forward to when he addresses the nation to talk about what's just happened, and he's facing the wrong way. And the microphone's hitting him in the back of the head. And they've just got to sort of veer him around 180 degrees. Go for Joey B.
Yeah. Oh, well, I feel like this was inevitable, don't you?
Oh, I think so. And I think he's been isolating for COVID, and maybe in that time they've been able to actually talk some sense into him and say, hey, I think it's time.
What are her numbers like, Kamala?
Apparently she doesn't have a very big following. She's not very well liked from what I can sort of read and see online, but we'll wait and see what happens at the nominations.
Okay, all right.
Just after 7 o'clock as well, we will cross over to the US with the US correspondent via Channel 7. It is all happening, and that's internationally. What about locally?
Oh, my very goodness. What a weekend for the Adelaide Thunderbirds, if you don't mind. They put on a school holiday clinic.
Appropriate during school holidays.
Yeah, so true, mate. They took on the Vixens on the weekend, and it was pretty much all over by quarter time. So they won by about 25 goals in the end. And it was just, they are a formidable force. This side is so good. It is their grand final to lose. So what that means is the Fever won yesterday. They beat Sunshine Coast, which is good because Sunshine Coast are the only team that has pushed the Thunderbirds in recent times. Yeah. So Sunshine Coast are out. And the Vixens will now play the Fever in Melbourne this weekend. The winner of that goes through to the grand final to play us in 2 weeks' time at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. Does that all make sense to you, Andrew Hayes?
The old week off before the grand final. Never dangerous.
Stop it.
We had a lot of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
At Central. Just because you were so good, you went straight through.
We'd go straight through, and then we'd get the week off, and then we'd always get the lecture from Roy. It's like, hey, make sure you behave yourself.
Yeah.
You go, yeah, no, let's just have a couple of beers. And we'd always have 1,000 because it was always the AFL Grand Final.
Yeah,
And
right.
the Sanford Grand Final played the week after.
Yeah, okay.
I remember one time the twins, Chris and James, got in a fight with
As
each
in
other.
Gowans.
Yeah, after a few too many beers. And Chris or James broke his thumb
Yeah, right.
the week before.
Okay. Well,
Did he
this,
still play?
He still played, and we still won.
Far out.
well, okay. This is women's sport, so I can't see Shamira Sterling having
Shamira
too
and
many
Latanya
wines and Latanya
Lloyd fucking each other.
punching on in the week off before the grand final.
It happens though.
No, it doesn't. It only happens to boys. Women are infinitely more mature in this space. So to say that I'm riding on a back-to-back premiership for the Thunderbirds is a massive understatement, but well done to the girls. It was absolutely epic. It was sellout. I think they had 7,000 down there at the Adelaide 36ers Arena.
That's awesome.
And they will pack out the grand final. I'm pretty sure tickets will go on sale today to members, but I will get some more information and get back to you on that one.
Very good. 6:11. That is your post-snooze news. Have you ever found yourself, Joe, sitting there really worrying about something, like so much so that you get yourself into quite a panic, and then it just turns out that it's completely fine?
Yeah, I'm the mistress of catastrophizing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I do it all the time. I go from 0 to 100.
Most of us are, I think. Like, we sit here and realize, is it just me that goes like this and goes about our things? But I think a lot of us really, really dramatise everything in our lives.
Yep.
A study by the University of California delved into the prevalence of imagined worries never coming to fruition. So participants documented their anxieties over time and later identified which concerns became reality. Surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, 85% of these worries never materialised. 85%.
Yeah.
Isn't that ridiculous?
And also, I think further studies have shown that even if it did come to fruition, what you were worried about, you handle it way better than you thought you could.
Oh, spot on, Joe. It's like you've already read this article before I read it out.
I actually haven't.
it.
I wrote it. I do theses now.
She's a lecturer at the University of California. For the 15% that did, 79% of people found they managed the situations better than expected or learned valuable lessons from the experiences.
I promise you I didn't read that.
There you go. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? For me, I tell you what, if I even see the sight of a slight freckle, bang!
Oh,
Cancer.
skin cancer.
An aggressive form of skin cancer.
If one gets itchy, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
no.
What's going on? And then you start planning your funeral, which is even worse. When I was playing footy, the worst was that, like, the slight, even a tickle anywhere near the groin area, bang, osteitis pubis. Oh, great. Now what? What is that word? Groin surgery. Out for 6 months.
I thought you were going to say, bang, infertile.
Infertile.
Which would be worse than osteitis pubis.
Yeah, you go, bang, osteitis. No, ingrown hair.
And you'd spend days and
Play
days
on.
and days picking that thing out.
Yeah, picking it out and then looking at myself in the mirror going, why? Why me? Producer Zoe?
Yeah, I do this a lot too, Joe. I'm terrible for it in most cases, most days. But the big one for me recently on my European trip was that I fully convinced myself that I was in the next Taken movie in almost any given situation.
Yeah.
So if I was in a bar and a good-looking man, said hello and offered to buy me a drink, boom, I'm in a sex trafficking ring. And that's it. I'm dying.
So who's the man in your life that plays the role of Liam Neeson?
If you let my daughter go now,
Who's going to do
What do you
this?
mean? It's you. I will find you. And I
I'll
will
call
kill
you,
you.
hey, give her back. No, we're not going to do that. I
fuck
tried.
it.
Oh, well,
All right, we need a new producer.
I did my very best.
I did my best. Georgia filled in when you were away. She's
That's
quite
so
good.
true.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So there you go. 85%. That's an alarming statistic, but it's actually quite a nice statistic.
I had one the other day. So my husband, so we have a place down at Middleton, and so he ducked off down there because we have to clean it because we Airbnb it. And so he went down there and I was trying to call him and it was over something innocuous and little. But when he didn't answer the first couple of times, I've gone, oh my God, he's crashed his car, something's happened. So I kept calling and calling and calling. Little did I know he'd snuck off 9 holes with his father-in-law at Mount Compass.
Yes.
He did. Go, Greggy.
Yeah.
And then you wonder if he hasn't had a heart attack or something on the golf course because he's too relaxed for some reason.
That's true.
Question for you, are you allowed to have mobile phones on a golf course? Because he just doesn't seem to answer his when...
Oh, he must have had it on vibrate.
Oh,
That's good by him.
Okay.
So there you go.
Well, that thing was
85%
blowing
of you.
up in his pocket, so I don't know.
You're going to be fine, 85%. Of the 15% that are buggered, you got Joe Biden, of course.
Yes.
I mean, it is going badly.
Yeah.
And also, Jodie's eyeball. Yeah.
Oh, that's going real badly.
Yeah, so, Joes, your eyeball's in that 15%. I'm sorry.
Your eyeballs got very valid concerns.
Maybe that's why he stayed away so long on the golf course.
Because your face.
Could be.
Yeah.
Why would he come home to this?
Now that's a joke.
That was a joke.
That's a joke. A joke. That's a terrible joke.
Sometimes when things are sort of crashing around you like they are on Friday, you think, gosh, we need some leadership.
We just need a little bit of humour to lighten the mood in this global catastrophe.
And that's when News Red Abby steps up. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, there she is.
How are we?
Yeah, going very well.
How are you going?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Excellent. New nails, I see.
No.
Okay. Cool nail chat.
No, I got these done for my friend's baby shower. I wanted to be in theme. It was a jungle theme. So, anyway, moving on.
Now you said to Joes, new eye.
Yeah. Do you know what? I looked at her and I went, no, I'm not going to do it. It's a Monday. Let's
do
not
it.
start off on the wrong foot.
Just
But
do
you
it.
went there. So
Rip that Band-Aid off, I reckon.
Just let me know when we're done and the humour starts.
Okay.
good one.
I'll kick it off if you guys don't mind.
Sure.
Let's go. Okay. Can I ask you this question? Why was 69 afraid of 70? Because they had a fight and 71. What?
This is awful.
Oh, how funny, hey?
Such
How
a
funny.
dad joke.
Yeah, I'm a
get
dad
it,
now. I
but
get to do
anyway.
that.
Yeah,
Do
okay.
you- I don't know if you get it.
I don't get it. Like, I get that 70's more than 69, but anyway.
69, 70 had a fight in 71,
Yeah,
as in
yeah.
like 7 won the fight, but it's actually 71.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you don't get it. All right.
Oh, God.
It was just a crap joke. But
You
anyway.
go, Judge.
Yeah. I was at the pub on the weekend.
Of course you were.
And no, I wasn't. I'm doing dry July. Anyway.
Very on brand for you.
And a bossy man walked into the bar and then he ordered everyone around.
That's a dad joke too.
I know.
This is nice.
I'm
What it's
really
become.
sorry to everybody who listens to this expecting good quality.
Okay.
Okay, we ready?
Yep.
All right. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but a new store opened up in Adelaide over the weekend. It's called the Husband Store. Now, of course, I'm looking for a husband, so I thought, hey, I'll go and check it out.
Yeah.
There are some rules though. There's 5 levels, and you can visit each one, but you can't go once you get to that level. You can't go back down.
Okay.
Okay, so I went to level 1 and the sign on the door said, the men on this level have a job. And I thought, okay, well, that's great. I'm looking for that. But what else is there? There's 5 levels. Let's go to the top.
Yeah.
Level 2, the sign says, this level has men who have a job and want kids. All right, that's good, but let's go again. Level 3, the sign says, this has men who have a job, want kids, and do the housework. I mean,
Ooh.
amazing. Hot. Get
Stop
me in
right there.
I thought, nah, come on, I want to go and see what's on level 4.
Okay.
So I get to level 4 and the sign says, this has men who have a job, want kids, do the housework, and are amazing at adult cuddles.
Ooh.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay.
Now we're listening.
Of course,
Yeah, I'm glad you went up a level.
yeah, okay. So, of course, curiosity got the better of me, and I thought, nah, stuff it, I'm going to go to level 5.
Yeah.
So I get there and the sign says, hello, you're the 31 millionth visitor this floor. This floor has no men and only exists to prove that women are impossible to please.
It's a trap.
So I left the
was a
husband
trap.
store without a husband.
Oh, empty-handed.
Oh, dear.
And that was your weekend.
Yes, that was
Nice.
my weekend.
All right. That's a Monday morning joke. What, you think you can do better? Well, text us through 0400 919 919.
Coincidentally, Nova's on level 3 and we're not on level 4 because that's the level for guys who are good at adult cuddles.
And we don't know how to get to level 5. Hey,
Tom Wren's on level 4.
yeah, Randy's here. Randy knows how to get to level 5. We'll give you the hot tip.
So's Will Gooding. A very good morning to you, David Woywood from Channel 7. How are you?
Good morning, guys. I'm good.
Good. Welcome back to the show. It's not Fitzy and Whipper, it's Jodie and Hazy, just to clarify.
Yeah, and on that point, how's that? Joe Biden has now gone, so no more of those gaps.
Yes, exactly. So you are live at the White House this morning. Okay, tell us everything. So what pushed him over the edge, so to speak?
It sort of just got too much for Joe Biden. In the end, it sort of became pretty untenable, him holding it out in his quite defiant way that he was. We'd heard, obviously, from all of those very influential Democratic players, including former President Obama. We'd heard from the Clintons. The congressional support was quickly drying up for Joe Biden, from Nancy Pelosi Chuck Schumer, but I suppose the real stinger came for the president when the money started drying up and those donors started walking away from the campaign. So that was really a point where he had to really face these tough decisions, and he released that extraordinary statement that we saw today, announcing that he'll be pulling out of this race and now supporting his deputy, his vice presidential pick, Kamala Harris, for the nomination.
Just a quick one, David. Does Joe Biden know that he's pulled out of the race, or has someone had to sit down and explain it very carefully to him?
I mean, all that stuff with Joe Biden, it's pretty tough, isn't it? Like, he had a fair few clangers in public, and he was doing a little bit of damage to his legacy as well. So, yeah, he's come to that decision. His team has come to that decision, and we know that he operates with a very small group of advisors. A lot of them are family as well, so they've all come to that realisation today.
David, I'm racking my brain. I don't think there could be a more awkward situation on this planet in recent history than calling Zelensky Putin. Like, I just, can you think of a more awkward situation?
It was startling, wasn't it? And that was, in many ways, I mean, we saw the debate performance where you could sort of explain it away a little bit, but then when the pressure was on and he made those clangers, that's what, in many ways, sealed it. I mean, people were like, we can't have this in the White House now, and a lot of people within his own party agreed with that.
A statement from Donald Trump this morning: Joe Biden was not fit to run for president and is certainly not fit to serve, and never was. He only attained the position of president by lies, fake news, and not leaving his basement. Strong words there from Donald Trump. And
humble from Donnie.
Words, yeah.
Very humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty on brand as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's come out swinging. Old Donald's come out swinging at this ticket. Look, it's not. There's a real chance here that, as we say, could really inject a little bit of energy and enthusiasm into this Democrat campaign. Like, it's not a foregone conclusion now that Donald Trump is going to storm this home, because Kamala Harris has still got to pick her ticket, assuming that she is the nominee and that's where all the money is and that's where all the support is right now. So let's bank on that actually happening. And then if she picks the ticket, there's already big names within Democratic circles who Australian audiences might not be too familiar with, but like Josh Shapiro, and he's exceptionally popular in the state Pennsylvania, and that is a state that the Democrats and the Republicans need to carry if they are to win this. So if they can start picking up a little bit more swing state support through these other appointments, then perhaps it's going to be a real fight on now for this election in November.
Now, David, I know we've got to let you go, but very quickly, is Kamala Harris, if she is in fact the nominee, is she capable of being president of the United States?
Yeah, definitely. She's a prosecutor. She's a formidable debater. It'll be really interesting to see her go up against Donald Trump if they get that chance for a debate. Like, she's no slouch. She'll hit back in a way that Joe Biden kind of didn't. He sort of took a few of those hits and didn't really fire back. He wasn't that combat politician. She's much more in that brand. So it'll be a very interesting matchup.
David Warwood from Channel 7, mate, thank you so much for your time. And also, well done in advance. We've been watching you on the screens. It seems like, I don't know, every 2 to 3 minutes with some of the stuff that's happening over in the States. I don't know when you sleep, but you're doing a hell of a job.
And David, some of the girls here who are very concerned for your welfare, because we're big fans here at Nova. We're all a bit
Hi, guys.
Producer's always very excited and up and about. They're all a bit like, God, that poor man, he just needs a rest. He's working so hard.
I don't know. I agree. Can you write to Channel 7 or something? Or, it's just me and the cash cow carrying the show.
Exactly.
I agree.
Thank you so much, mate. Hopefully we'll chat to you again very soon.
See you, David.
See you guys.
There you go, David Ward from
Just
Channel
when we
7.
thought we couldn't love him anymore. Look at that. He's funny too.
Oh, what a perfect man he is. 7:55 coming up next. Let's go through Jodie and Hazy's most awesome coffee. Mm-hmm. The race at the top 3. Ooh, tight little battle. Special day, Jodes. I mean, don't take it personally, kids, but see ya.
Oh, man. Is it... Okay, 13, 24, 10. Does anyone else feel the way I do at the moment? Because school holidays got me good this time around.
100%. And to look at you as well. Like, you're beaten up. Like, quite literally. Jodie's right eyeball has almost exploded. She's got that red thing going on again where you popped a blood vessel.
Yeah.
And that's just the pressure from the kids.
That's a physical sign that the school holidays have destroyed me this time around. So it got to yesterday, final day of the school holidays, except for the 12-year-old who had an extra week, right? So she's had 3 weeks off, and then she's got today off as well.
That's good, isn't it?
But public schools go back today. And it's about damn time, thanks Lizzo, because yesterday I could just feel 14 days, 21 days actually, of pressure building and building and building, and the kids could see me getting more and more agitated, and I boiled over in Coles. I boiled over in the sauces aisle at Coles.
Really?
Yep.
Whilst listening to Coles radio?
Yeah, unbelievable scenes because
You still lost it.
Sorry, so what you're saying is that it's your eye is actually tomato sauce. Yeah. You just got tomato sauce in your eye.
Yeah. So it was probably about a 18-minute build-up where I'd said to the kids, guys, after weeks and weeks of you guys fighting and you guys whinging and you guys demanding money to go and do things and just the sibling carry-on, I was like, guys, Mum's about to lose it. So there's a warning. So I'm trying to reason with you here. Do you want to persevere with this behaviour and see your mum lose her damn mind? It's up to you.
100%. Keep poking. Guess what? Dog's going to bite. It happens.
And the dog bit. And I let rip with the biggest, guys, for bleep's sake, in the middle of Coles at the Avenues, and I swear to God, 27 people heard me. And I was like... So anyway, back to school, kids.
Here we are.
Back to school so Mum can resume her rational behaviour.
Just trying to collect yourself. You've got to collect yourself from here because how many people do you reckon saw you? Did anyone sort of turn around to look at what's going on?
Couple down the end of the aisle.
How many people do you reckon heard and was like, I know exactly what's happening here. I'm just going to keep on looking straight ahead. I don't want to make eye contact.
Yeah.
Because she might bite my head off.
Yes, exactly. But today marks the first day and the final child to enter primary school for the 5-year-old Harper Oddie.
Is that a little mid-year intake?
It is, yes. So it's something that the government brought in, I reckon, at the end of last year where they said we're doing mid-year intakes now. So basically your 4.5-year-old can go to school now. And I was listening to Abby in the newsroom before. So it depends on their age, their maturity and their emotional intelligence. Right. And I was like, oh, God.
And then you go, and what else?
Well, because this is a kid that doesn't want to go to the toilet by herself and up till a couple of weeks ago still like the night dummy. So let's see how she rolls.
Oh, my gosh. You've really shipped her off early despite all of the genuine warning signs not to.
I know. So we'll see how we go. But very, very exciting. I can't be there this morning, but Harper, you are a big girl, you're a brave girl, and this is your moment, and she's been looking forward to it for so long.
Oh, Harper's sitting there right and going, what's she talking about? What? Where are we going, Dad? What's going on? No!